Very good afternoon, guys, or morning or evening, wherever you are. This is a video I'm going to upload to my YouTube channel. Please press the like button, guys, and subscribe if you can. It'd be much appreciated. I'm going to go into something this afternoon as regards to fires in Australia. I was watching a video actually the other day. I think it was yesterday afternoon, on an Australian guy who is involved in the weather modification programs, where basically they're cloud seeding. In other words, drawing moisture from the oceans and moving that moisture over areas where that moisture is needed, as in to fall in rain, to help agriculture, etc. They have the technology to do this. This guy was basically saying that he could do this anywhere in the world. He was speaking in Africa somewhere, and basically in front of a few of the African people, saying, we can help you with your crops. We can make sure that your crops are irrigated properly by transporting this moisture over the affected areas to ensure that your crops are successful. And basically talking about the good side of his programs. And he's an Australian guy based in Australia. Actually, he's based in Sydney, and he runs these programs. He also has contracts with a company called Raytheon. It's an American company who produce directed energy weapons and laser systems, which can be retrofitted to aircraft. It's a military contract. It also can be fitted to civilian aircraft as well, who are involved in certain programs through the Department of Defense in the United States of America. Raytheon is an American company who are directly involved in producing these particular weapons technologies, which are the laser plasma technologies and the directed energy weapons technologies, which are being utilised all over the world, by the way. As regards these Australian fires in Queensland, it's a massive area. More than 1 billion animals have died so far. 30,000 koalas on Koala Island at the moment. That's the latest statistics there. Plus all of the other animals that have died, more than 1 billion. Kangaroos, wallabies, marsupials, all of the indigenous wildlife, which is individual to Australia, is being systematically eradicated. I truly believe that these fires were started deliberately. There were 6 Learjets at an undisclosed Australian airport, which I'll go into in another video because I haven't got time to go into that right now. These Learjets were fitted with Raytheon laser technology weapons, and those aircraft were then tracked on radar, flying a 60-kilometre wide, 600-kilometre long grid pattern over Queensland, where those fires are now raging. So it goes to show that I truly believe that these fires were started deliberately by these aircraft, and by aircraft fitted with Raytheon laser weapon technology, which is directed energy weapons, laser and plasma technologies. These fires have been all over the world. Take the Amazon, take Canada, take the United States, take California. They've all been affected by these weapons. Also in Australia, where these fires were occurring, there were lots of off-the-grid areas, houses off-grid basically, that were affected by these directed energy weapons. They were destroyed completely. The infrastructure was destroyed, but everything else around it, as in the trees, was not affected. So they're basically trying to move people out of the off-the-grid areas into their smart cities. They want to herd everybody into one place where they can control them. It's all part of Agenda 21, Agenda 30, however you want to look at it. And these fires were deliberately started. And the reason that they're raging so violently, and that the heat that they are generating is so intense, is because the trees have been saturated with nano aluminium, which has been sprayed in the chemical trails by civilian and military aircraft over that area for a number of decades. And the trees are saturated with nano aluminium, which is highly combustible, and it's basically the source that starts all these fires going. And once the fires start with this nano aluminium in the trees, it acts as an accelerant, and these fires will then burn out of control, and the firefighters have no chance whatsoever of putting them out. But what this guy could have done, this Australian guy, he could have utilised this technology to stop these fires from spreading any further, and could have extinguished them if he had so chosen to do so. There's also a high-speed rail network which has been planned in exactly that same area, that long straight line from north down to the south on the eastern side of Australia and Queensland, and they want to build that railway, and the best way to do that is to destroy that forest and infrastructure so they can build that once that fire has done the job it's been designed to do. And believe me, it's been designed to do that. They have started these fires deliberately, as they have all over the world. It's all part of this Agenda 21 to basically move everybody out of the sparsely populated areas into the highly populated areas where they can be controlled. These fires are deliberate. They've killed more than 1 billion animals, birds, insects, snakes, lizards, reptiles, etc. They've all died, and a lot of these species are only found in those specific areas in Australia, nowhere else in the world. It's absolutely horrific. Guys, please look into Raytheon, because this is a definite technology which is being utilised, and it has been utilised by these Learjets. I think it was 6 or 7 Learjets flew that grid 60 kilometres wide and 600 kilometres long over those areas affected in Queensland, and tells me definitively that these fires were started deliberately, and once those fires start, they are almost impossible to put out because of the heat that they generate. And they generate their own weather systems actually inside. They generate their own winds, which then drive those fires forward. And it's a very, very difficult thing to actually put those fires out once they've started. The nano aluminium has definitely helped because it's an accelerant, and it is horrific. It is an agenda, and if anybody sees it as any other thing but an agenda, and then they really need to do some research and just wake up, basically, because this is an agenda and it's happening now. It's happening all over the world. They're trying to basically eradicate all off-the-grid areas to move everybody, including you, if you live in off-the-grid areas, into high populated areas, which will eventually be their smart cities. Ladies and gents, this is just a very short video. Have a very nice day. Take care. Please subscribe. I really appreciate that, guys. Please press the like, and I'll be uploading more videos very shortly. Have a good day. Take care, guys.